She doesn't know which one of the twins it is because they've been having menage a trois for God knows how long. Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra and this is Ken.
Hi.
And we're watching episode 7 of season 6 of Outlander. Second to last episode of the season. And last episode was insane. Malva died, but did she? Is this real? I don't know what's happening. She blamed Jamie for her baby, but it's not Jamie, and then everybody's shunning them. It's crazy.
I think Panda's upset you didn't introduce him.
Oh, sorry. And Panda's here. I forgot. Yeah, I'm used to Ham and forgot Panda was here. Yes, Panda's here. Ham is not with us today. But yeah, so we last saw Claire trying to save the baby in Malva, which could only lead to the fact that she's going to get blamed for killing Malva and trying to take the baby out of Malva because it's Jamie's baby.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know that Malva slept with at least 2 dudes, if not more. And she's, if she's really dead, this is going to be nasty. I don't know how they get out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was going to need to murder someone, I really wouldn't leave them right in the cornfield in front of my house.
Yeah,
but, you know.
True. And Claire ethered herself and had like a crazy dream where she basically told Malva she'd kill her. So did that happen? Did it not happen? I'm confused. It's almost as if we might be in a dream world. I'm not sure. I really hope we are, because if Malva's dead, this is bad. This is bad all over the place. No one's gonna believe Claire didn't kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. You don't have DNA evidence and video cameras and stuff.
Don't have a court of law.
No forensics.
So.
Well, they probably have a court of law, but whether that law is, fair or not. Because remember, they did go to trial with Ned, the lawyer, on a couple of occasions. They had Ned in Scotland was their lawyer.
Yes, but this is like back in the bush here, like there's not a lot of civilization around here.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm freaking out. What is going to happen? And we can't check our comments because I just put it up today. I don't have any comments on episode 6 yet. Anyway, yeah, I did have a copyright issue with number 6, but they released it pretty quick. So I think that people will be able to see that. But we might as well get busy and watch 7, because I need to know what the heck is going to go happen here.
You must have seen something.
No, we didn't.
Or someone.
I was busy in the surgery. Thought I saw Malva coming towards the house. She may have knocked, but...
You didn't answer the door? Why did you go outside then? With a knife?
It's a pruning knife, for God's sake. I was going to the garden.
What are you implying, lad?
Yeah, we all know what he's implying.
Your wife stands before us up to her elbows in blood.
Yeah, because she pulled the
I
baby
don't
out.
think we're implying anything.
I told you.
We'll bury them out in the woods.
We will not.
Can't bury a whore and an illegitimate child beside God-fearing men and women.
Dude.
She was your daughter. He was your bastard son.
No,
He's
he
not.
wasn't.
Please, Mr. Christie.
What? Have the angels weeping and demons rejoicing that a sinner has been buried in holy ground over my dead body?
Hey, it's your daughter, dude. Seriously? Although she's...
I wouldn't blame you if there's none left.
Exactly.
I think I'll have one as well. It's a terrible shock for us all.
Was it then?
What are you saying, Hiram? What are you getting at?
Are we all to suffer on the ridge because you regret marrying a jealous English woman with a sharp tongue and even sharper knives? Did your wife forgive Malva?
Back up.
If you value your life, choose your next words wisely, Mr. Grumpy.
I'll kill you.
What have you been up to, Lizzie?
Mrs. Bug was looking for you earlier. I'm worried about
I
you.
was just out feeding the horses. But I came back to the house as soon as I heard the terrible news.
I don't want you going out alone. Ken, who's about? I'll go with you. Come on then, Roger Mac.
Why is there stuff in your hair, Lizzie? What happened?
I offer my deepest sympathies to her family. You don't need to offer me your condolences.
I only mean that I know that you were friends.
With benefits.
Perhaps more.
Now, what are you suggesting?
I saw you, dude.
You think I had something to do with this? Is that what you told Murray? Is it true she cut the baby out of Malva's belly before she slit her throat?
No.
Or was it the other way around?
Okay, we're about
Glad
to
to have
punch
you on the
you.
ridge, Mr. Henderson, but
But what, Mr. Fraser? Are you going to threaten me?
No, I'll punch you in the
The
face.
same way you threatened Mr. Crombie?
I saw you with Malva, as you know.
I hadn't seen her. Not for some time. I told your nephew the same thing, and he'd better not forget it, unless he wants a black eye in return.
Oh, good
keep
luck.
that in mind.
Good day to you, Mr. Henderson. Maybe Murray ought to start asking questions a little closer to home.
Have you seen the Beardsleys anywhere? Uncle Jamie wanted to come help me search the ridge, but I couldn't find them.
Yeah. There's a
not
conspiracy afoot here.
But they should be home by now, I think.
And Lizzie knows it.
Is there something you're not telling me?
Yes.
Surely you couldn't think that they...
I hope the Beardsleys helped you bury him decently.
No, but well, they thought it best to conduct a search of their own in another part of the woods.
It's prudent. Cover more ground that way.
The heck are they hiding?
Looked as if he must have passed away in his sleep.
I took some ether and then I had a lie down.
What the what?
Christ, that's not you. Put yourself to sleep.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I didn't want to talk to her.
Do tell me what Lizzie's been up to, please.
Hanging with the Beardleys.
Yeah, but
She's with child.
Lizzie is?
Who'd aboard still? Give me his name.
Beardsley.
Which one?
Beardsley. Which of them was it?
Oh,
She doesn't know which one is the father.
What?
Then the Beardsley lads arrived with my Galbraith ointment. And I said that they must rub it all over.
Uh-oh.
And
Both of them at once.
I didn't mean to.
Wow, they had a threesome, dude.
I did. But
Elizabeth Weems, I'm not sure it's possible to engage in sexual relations with two men without meaning to.
they're identical everywhere. If you take my meaning.
It's a little too much.
Again, well enough what I was doing. It feels so nice, mistress.
That may be. I'm glad you're
Jesus.
enjoying yourself, but
Again, it seems strange. And I suppose I ought to have said something or done something, but I couldn't think what.
Dude!
You put that down. They're dead. Because of you, Hannah.
May I remind you that we stand before God.
I don't know why Claire did that. I mean, seriously. She couldn't have expected it to go well.
yep.
I mean, seriously, that wasn't a good move.
Since you can't choose amongst yourselves, short straw weds her.
But Mr. Fraser, sir.
Go on. Take her hand. Get her hand fast. When we find a priest, it'll be properly blessed. Until then, you'll speak to no one of this. No one must know, you understand me?
I was going to tell you. The day Malva died, I knocked at the door, but it was locked.
Ah, so it wasn't Malva.
Yeah, it was her.
You knocked at the door.
Banged and banged.
You were sure it was that morning?
Aye. Did I do something wrong, mistress?
No, but now I know I didn't kill Malva.
I'm very glad you told me.
You want me to do what? You want me to marry you? You want me to marry you now? To who?
To both of them.
It's me and Joe. If you'd be so kind. Kezzie's come to be witness. Go on. Do it for them.
No, don't.
Please.
Tricky Lizzie.
It won't be a marriage exactly, but you can be handfast, I suppose.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Mackenzie.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't have a chance to give this to Lizzie when she and Josiah were handfast.
Can you give it to her for me?
What?
Just a little something as a wedding gift.
Josiah? What do you mean?
Why'd you marry them last night? Wait, she didn't tell you?
What?
Jamie handfasted Lizzie and Kezzy the other day. Did you really?
God help me, I did. But if she's handfast with Kezzy too, I suppose it isn't exactly valid as such.
Really?
It's certainly as valid as the handfasting I did. We'll have a word with them. All three of them, I swear. God help them.
Dude, they want to be polygamous,
Holy
man.
Trinity, certainly.
Oh my god! What the heck? What do you want? Get off my land. She's already been taken, I guess.
Mr. Fraser, we've come for your wife. You can be on your way then.
Now, see there, you're wrong. We've come to arrest her
With what
for the
authority
murder of Malva Christie.
can you do it? Alright, well first of all, I want to just say that someone who watched my video completely spoiled the fact that Lizzie was going to marry both the Beardsleys. Because I said in a previous video that I was like, oh, maybe Lizzie will be with one of the Beardsleys. And then someone wrote in the comments, she marries both Beardsleys. And I was like, ha ha ha. No, she doesn't. And she did. Don't spoil my mood. Don't spoil the show. Don't give me spoilers. Jeez. So I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I didn't realize that that was actually a spoiler. So, yeah, do not spoil my show for me, please. Yeah, so that was not cool. I'll be going back and checking that comment. And probably deleting it because no one should have written that on my comments and ruined the thing for me. In the book, Lizzie does not marry the Beardsley. She marries that Lindsay guy I said earlier. So this is a totally trippy storyline. So Malva's dead. Claire thinks she did it, but then finds out Lizzie was the one that knocked at the door, so she didn't do it. She thought she was in some kind of comatose state and might have, you know, because she's losing her mind. So she figured maybe she doesn't remember doing that. Then Lizzie shows up and she's all like, or Ian had the info. She told Ian that she's with child and she doesn't know which one of the twins it is because they've been having menage a trois for God knows how long. What is going on? This is Lizzie we're talking about. Lizzie, let's go back in time to how this is completely not her character whatsoever. Lizzie is very, you know, she didn't like the swearing. Remember when Claire was swearing last episode? She's very, like, straight-laced. And here we're supposed to believe that the character of Lizzie is cool, sleeping with 2 different dudes and then telling Claire all about how they're identical in every way.
You know, getting an oily massage and
oh my
and, like,
god!
and it turning all happy ending on it.
They were apparently oiling her down for her malaria, which you'll remember was like two episodes or just last episode where she was very faint. I thought maybe she thought she was dying, so she wanted to experience it, like I'm gonna die anyway, so I might as well do. No, apparently they oiled her down, and they all got naked and hung out in bed, and then things led to one another. Boom shakalaka, what? I am shocked. Lizzie sleeping with 2 guys and then being totally like, what? What's wrong with that? Why would people judge me? Lizzie, you've lived in this society your whole life. You're telling me you've never heard of the fact that, sleeping before you're married and, getting pregnant is like totally taboo in this society and age, and you get looked down upon? This is where my belief is like, sorry, what? I'm sorry, this storyline is so weird. And then, to top it off, she wants to marry both of them. So she tricks Roger into marrying them after Jamie's married her to one of them and told the other one to leave town. She's like, nuh-uh. And she goes like, this is a girl who would do anything for Claire and Jamie. And here she is completely going against everything that they've ever said to her. And like, what is happening?
Is your suspension of disbelief right?
I'm just a little bit confused because this is not Lizzie's character at all. But I mean, granted, they have changed Lizzie a lot from the book. In the book, Lizzie is barely a character. She's tiny, she's frail. She's more like Mary, if we remember from France, that small little Mary who was, being auctioned off by her dad. She's more like that kind of mousy type girl. So I'm like, who decided this was a great storyline? And then on top of that, she's marrying them both. Is she gonna run away to, where's that acceptable in this time? Utah? Are the Mormons there yet? I think she might want to get in a wagon and find Joseph Smith because...
Might just, go hang out on a mountain
what?
somewhere.
So she's doing a plural marriage. She's married to twins and having sex with them both at the exact same time. And Claire was scandalized. Like, even Claire was scandalized. Claire, who's like, from the future, is like, what? What are you doing, Lizzie? Everybody, and then Roger was like, oh, yeah, I married them last night. And they're like, what the hell? We married her to Kezzy the other day. She can't be married to them both because legally it nullifies the other marriage. You can't be married to both people, or it nullifies, I think, both marriages. They don't exist. But it's like, what? What are you doing? How are you going to pull this one off, Lizzie? Are you going to just pretend you're married to one of them? And but you're secretly married to both? A priest is not going to do both. That's not going to happen. So the scandal of Malva and her many sexual affairs throughout the Ridge doesn't even compare to Lizzie's threesome with twins. Lizzie just upped the bar so high. Yeah, so that storyline is way off my books. I don't know how they're going to reconcile that. Are they just getting rid of Lizzie and the Beardsleys and maybe we won't see them again because this story is so preposterous it could only happen in a Mormon commune or some kind of bountiful, Is this Warren Jeffries? What is this? I mean, I'm cool with her being in love with two people. Okay, this is not unusual for me to hear about, I don't think it's impossible to be in love with two different people.
Usually this doesn't go this way. It's usually,
but she's all like, there's one soul in two bodies. No, they're two bodies, dude! I know that they're identical twins, and technically were one egg at one point. But that's whacked up. I've seen twins marry twins, but I don't think I've seen one person marry a set of twins before and be like, yeah, it's cool, we're sharing her.
Yeah, usually doesn't go this way. Usually it's one man and a whole bunch of women.
Yeah, Lizzie's the madam, man. I don't know how this is going to go on the Ridge. So everybody's like, Tom Christie's been pretty good about the fact that perhaps he's not totally on Claire for murdering Malva. Mm-hmm. He's kind of mellowed since he and Claire kind of bonded. But Alan is all up in her face. Alan is not okay. His sister's dead. His little baby nephew is dead. He blames Claire for bringing her around the witchcraft, whether she murdered him or not. Then Claire decides to make the bonehead move of going up and carrying the baby's coffin. How was that going to solve anything? That was not a good move. I don't even know if the two of them should have gone to the funeral at all. But then maybe that looks more suspicious. I don't know. And then Roger's gonna be the
preacher.
The preacher. I don't know how I feel about that. Mostly because he's getting really churchy for me. I'm just not into that, stuff. So I'm like, enough.
It's just sort of, where's the outlet for the intellectual in the 18th century?
Roger's an intellectual. He's a professor of history.
There's not much opportunity for, for intellectual pursuits in broad society.
Yeah, I get that.
So there's a church.
Yeah, I get that, and maybe he could do some good and smacking sense into crazy religious people, but I just think Roger could be something different. I'm not sure if he becomes the preacher in the book. I'm only partway through the Breath of Snow and Ashes. I haven't hit any of this crazy stuff. And then the posse of the Browns rolls up, and they're all armed to the teeth.
Yep.
We've come for your wife. Nuh-uh. Okay, here's the problem I have with that. Lionel Brown and his posse came for Claire, took her away, beat her up, threatened to kill her, raped her multiple times. She's PTSDing all over the place. And here comes the other Brown brother trying to take her away with a posse of men with guns. This is so bad for Claire. Like, her PTSD, like, Jamie won't let that happen. I think he'll shoot all of them before they can come in the... Like, seriously.
Better have a lot of loaded muskets
Heck no.
around.
What evidence do you have? First of all, the Browns are not an official police force.
No, they're a not well-regulated militia.
Yeah, they go around telling people they want to... They're the local mob. Yeah. Like... We're going to protect your lands.
Nice farm you got here. Shame something happened to it.
Yeah. That's it. We've had Claire taken away multiple times and locked in prison for so many different things. However, here's something. I just thought the dude with the emerald is still in prison. So if Claire goes to the prison, she'll run into him. Maybe something will happen with the two of them in terms of time traveling and some other storyline where we can get to know him a bit better. So that might be a segue to that. Claire did not do it. We know that, but who did? Was it Tom Christie? Was it some random dude she slept with that he just didn't want anyone to know? Was it Obadiah? It wasn't Ian. Ian doesn't do stuff like that. But yeah, man. There's just a lot of sex on the Ridge. Unprotected, unmarried crazy 1700 sex that I'm just shocked is happening because of the way they were raised and the way they are. It's kind of interesting that so much of it is happening. And yeah, so I'm mad that this militia has come for Claire.
Mm-hmm.
She did not do this. She's still healing from the Brown's brother torturing her. She finally told Jamie, I'm seeing him. I'm hearing him.
Just in time for the other clowns to show up.
Yeah. Just as I tell you how messed up I am and I'm not good, I keep telling you, I'm fine, I'm getting over this whole rape thing. And now I'm losing my mind and I'm admitting it, but here comes another posse to take me away. You know, sometimes I wonder, Claire, whether coming through the stones was really worth it. She was all like, I'll do it all over again. There was this whole Jamie Claire moment of, I'm so glad I can't, like, she was blaming herself for altering history. Like, I brought Bree here, I brought Roger here, they've been raped, they've been hung, they've been tortured. It's all my fault because I loved Jamie. But Jamie is right. If she hadn't come through, Brianna never would have existed. And therefore, Roger would not have a wife and son, and none of them would be where they are. So there's a balance. She can't just blame herself for all these things that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because, first of all, she fell through the stone in the first place. She didn't purposely go through.
No.
And then she ended up having to survive, and to do that she had to marry Jamie, and then she fell in love with Jamie, and then she wanted to be with Jamie and not go back to her other life. So it's not fair for her to say it's my, I wanted to come back. First of all, she waited until Frank died. Okay, he died before she came back, so it's not like she stayed away from Jamie for 20 years. I don't think that's very selfish. She lived in a loveless situation for 20 years until Frank died, and then she finally was like, yeah, I'm going to go back now. Legit, that's fine. She didn't tell Brianna to come after her. Brianna did it because she saw that thing about them dying in the fire. And then Roger, of course, went after Bree because he loved Bree. So they all did it for reasons of their own. It had nothing to do with Claire telling them they had to come through the stones. She even tried to send them back, and they couldn't go back. So, anyway, there was a lot there. I love Jamie. I love Claire. But this whole Lizzie storyline has got me all wigged up because it's so incredibly unbelievable for Lizzie's character. It's just way out there. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Is this part of Lizzie's character that we've seen this whole time? Does this make any sense? Is this something that someone born in the 1700s would even contemplate doing? I don't think so. But anyway, let me know. If you like our videos, please subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you for the finale in a few days. Bye!